Alrighty guys, here we go. 50 boxes of pennies from 50 different states. Can it be done? Who knows? I'm gonna try though. And I'm gonna start with a hometown box because I actually have one other box, but that's still up on the shelf waiting to see if I'm gonna do a box battle on it or not. So I'm gonna start with my Florida box. During this series, I got myself some brand new Lincoln penny books from 09 all the way up to current. That's a total of 282 spots. How many do you think we can fill from 50 boxes from 50 different states? Leave a comment down below. I'm going to give away an ounce of silver at the end of the year to whoever comes closest to the number of holes that get filled. The way that it's going to work is, though, you need to leave a comment before August 1st. Maybe I'll have one box. Maybe I'll have 50 boxes done by then. Nobody knows. But closest guess wins. And then I'm going to base it based upon how soon you guessed versus somebody else. So leave me a comment. How many holes can we fill? How many boxes can we get? Are we going to get all 50? I hope so. You'll see on here I picked up this box Christmas Eve. I popped it open because I pop open every box because I get a ton of uncirculated coin, especially pennies and now nickels as well. But I can't find myself a box of quarters. Go figure. Anyhow, I popped the box. I took a gander. You'll see here, I do have one weedy enter, which is pretty awesome. It looks like we have a decent mix of copper and zinc, so it's going to be a pretty traditional box. So I'm going to jump into this. This is going to be a little bit longer hunt because these books are clean empty. So we're probably going to fill a bunch of spots today because we have nothing. But the bigger question is, how many can we fill during this 50 box hunt? I appreciate you guys coming by, and I will see you back on my first find. Roll 4, we've got our first find. 2009. It's the birthplace. We'll take it. Roll 6, we've got our first foreign. And of course it's a Canadian. A 61. Not in bad shape either. Add it to the board. Roll 10, we've got our first Wheatie. It was forward facing, so I'm hoping it's a Wheatie. Because if not, I'm in trouble here. 1949, and it is a Wheatie. All right, first Wheatie on the board. Let's get back into the rolls. Roll 12, not a true find, but man, I had to come in for this one. Look at this 68S. It is just flawless. What a beautiful coin. Got a really nice strike and has no damage. That's definitely going to be a book filler. Roll 13, we've got ourselves another foreign. And that's a Canadian. What year is it? 66. That's our second Canadian, and we're still stuck on one wheat cent, but we're coming up on that wheaty ender. It's only 2 rolls away. Roll 15, and we're on to our wheaty ender roll. Any guesses? I'm going to guess early 40s. 44. Not too shabby. So we'll take it. It's our second Wheatie of the box. Add to the board. Look at this crusty guy here. Yuck. That's going right in the bin. Alrighty, back to the hunt. Same roll. Just a handful of coins later. Got ourselves a 1941. Not in too bad a shape, a little dirty. But hey, that's our third Wheatie. We're starting to warm up a bit. Hopefully we can start getting multiples of a roll like that. It'd be nice. And roll 17. And we've got another Wheatie reveal. Wheat ears. This one's looking decent shape, and I don't like that glue on there. I'm gonna say late 40s. Oh, nice. 1930. And the front of that's in pretty good shape. That's probably glued to a book. That's probably what that glue's from. Awesome. I was not expecting that at all. Great. That's the fourth Wheatie in the box. Let's get back at it. Roll 18, we've got another Canadian. That's our third one of the batch, man. This is pretty high for foreigns for me. It's a 98, it's definitely a newer one. Not in better shape though, that's for sure. We will add it to the board and get back to the hunt. What a box. Roll 23, and we've got another 30s. It's not in great shape, but it's a 1935 Wheatie. How awesome is that? 2 30s in one box. Wow. Alrighty, we'll get back at it. Same roll, just a few coins later. We have a 47. Wow. That makes 6 wheats for the box and still have 3 foreigns. Tail end of roll 25, and we are going to score Wheatie number 7. 1956 from Philly. Again, not in the best shape, but it's pretty old. 70-something years old. Alrighty, we'll get back at it. Tail end of roll 28. We've got yet another Canadian. What date will we get? 1963. That's our 4th Canadian of the box. Next roll, roll 29. We have a Wheatie reveal. This one looks pretty nice, so I'm gonna guess late 40s. 46. Not a bad little Wheatie. That gives us Wheatie number 8 of the hunt. All right, let's get back in the rolls. Just open roll 30. Look at that, still attached to the paper. We've got another Canadian. 1978. Man, the Canadians are going to beat the Wheaties here at this pace. That's our 5th Canadian. All right, back at it. Roll 34, and we stumble across what looks like a pretty old wheat. Either that or it's just tore up. I'm gonna go off on a limb here and guess it's in the 20s. Oh, 1913. A teeny. How awesome is that, man? Wow, it's a little beat up, but I don't find teens very often at all. That's pretty awesome. This box rocks. Alrighty, let's get back at it. Just dumped out roll 41, and we've got one that does not look like the others. Ah, it's another Canadian. Wow. That gives us, what is that, 6 Canadians of the hunt so far. They've almost caught up to the Wheaties. Come on, Wheaties. Tail end, roll 42. Guess what? We've got ourselves another Canadian. And it's an 85. So now the Canadians are just 2 away from catching up to the Wheaties. Come on, Wheaties. Roll 45, and the Wheaties have finally decided to come back into the show. This one looks not very worn, so we're going to go with the 40s in this one. 1945. But it's a Wheatie nonetheless. And that brings us to 10 Wheaties now. So they finally took a nice lead on the Canadians. And that's about the average we get for the box. So we've got 5 and a little bit of a roll left. And we've got a chance to be above average for the box. We'll be back with the next find. Next roll, roll 46. And we have a forward-facing Wheatie finally. 1941. Not in horrible shape. But that gives us 11. Now we're above average for the rolls. 4 left. Let's get back at it. Just open the next roll, roll 47. Do you see it? That's not a penny. That's going to be another stinking Canadian. Ooh. It's their centennial. Well, that's cool. I'll take that one. All right, let's get back at the rolls. Alrighty guys, it's time to wrap up the Florida hunt. It took a little bit longer than normal because I had to go through and look for look for pennies that I wouldn't normally look for because I was trying to fill these albums as we go through. We ended up with, where'd my little note go? There we go. We ended up with 8 foreigns. We ended up with 2 extra of the birthplace 2009 pennies. I'm going to keep those. And we did end up with 1 extra Wheatie that did not fit in the album because we had a dupe on 41, is that? I don't have my glasses on. Hang on, let me put my eyes on real quick. I think that said 41, but I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, 1941, we had 2 of those. We had a total of 11 Wheaties. We had 33 ounces of copper total in the set here. So this is the first book. This book is from 2014 to current. The only thing we're really missing is the 2021s. These are all actually pretty nice examples. I mean, the chances of upgrading these is not going to be really high. I found some really nice ones. So 1 book down. Yes. Again, we started off with 282 spots. So the next book, you'll see this first page has holes on it still, and you're like, how is that? Well, these are 2009s. I tend not to find them. There were some other ones here. There was a 2012 D, a 2013 D. There's some Ds. I don't tend to get as many Ds on the more current pennies. Plus, like I said, I very easily could have missed them. It's not my typical hunt. I'm normally looking for either really nice pennies or certain dates. And in this case, I was looking for everything basically to fill the books. So 2009s plus, we had right around 2009. So we had the 12, the 13, the 2008 Ds that we're missing besides the 09s. We were also missing the 89D and the 82 D Zinc large date. But other than that, we're good from 75 through 2013. You'll see that as we go over here, we start turning a little browner. So we certainly have some chances for upgrades on this side of the book, but that book's looking pretty good. On to the next book. This is where we start to run into problems. We're missing 74S, 72S, 71S, and 70S. So guess which mint's going to give me a hard time? You'll see a lot of these are brown. So chances for upgrades. And then all of a sudden we go, once we hit the wheats. So 40s and 50s I'm not really concerned about. I think that we'll do pretty well here. You know, we actually already have, let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already have 7 spots filled from 41 through the wheats. So we're doing pretty good here. but the wheats certainly are going to take a little bit longer to do. And then this is from 1940 all the way back to 1909. On this one, we just got 3 pennies so far, but we do have a 2013 already, a teen penny. I think it's probably one of the first ones that I found in a box besides my box of Wheaties. So that's awesome. We did have 2 30s as well, which, you know, finding teens, 20s, 30s, not normal for me. So I was pretty stoked about that. Right now we're sitting at, let's see here, 16, 31, 34, 134 spots of the 282. So we're not even quite halfway there. So I'm waiting for my next box. If you'd like to trade, send me one, or however you want to handle it. I need boxes, 1 from each state. I know you guys are out there. Contact me. My email and my address are below. Would love to arrange a swap, a trade, whatever. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Make sure to share it with your friends. If they live in another state or a hard state, that would be even better. And I'll catch you guys in the next hunt.